In this video, I'm going to be talking about soul contracts versus free will. There are two types of soul contract. One is spiritual and the other one is physical. A spiritual contract is a contract between two souls to experience a traumatic event. For instance, when two people meet, there's a contract where this person may cause some kind of harm or discomfort or really hard experience for this other person. Maybe we decide to do this because, hey, you harmed me in another life and I want to have that experience to do it with you. So let's agree to have this kind of experience. We can have a contract with someone where I'm going through a hard time and then you make it even worse for me because there's something I want to learn. All contracts from a spiritual standpoint are all about having an experience so that you can learn something. However, Spirit also says we really shouldn't have contracts with each other. Because what a contract does is it binds you. It confines you to a certain experience. So just like in the physical world, right? If we sign a contract with someone, we're bound by that. From a spiritual standpoint, you're bound by that as well, unless it's clear. And we clear contracts as part of a full clearing. A physical soul contract is really a belief. For instance, we say, oh, it's my soul contract to meet certain people at certain times, or it was my soul contract to marry someone, or it's my soul contract to fulfill some sort of obligation to someone else. In actuality, this is one of the things that we actually clear when we do a full clearing. Spirit says we should just live our lives and decide the kind of experiences we want in real time. In the present moment, what's the experience you want to have? You will know why you want to have that experience. It's about learning and growing, but it's learning and growing with free will. Free will is just you deciding what you want to do. It's not looking at, oh, I need to fulfill this obligation to this person. I need to, I have a vow with this other person, or I have this contract with someone else. No, free will means you are free to choose at any time when, where, how, and what you want to do. If you decide that you want to have a challenging experience, I think I'm going to have a challenging experience. You make that choice. And you make that choice like really happily because, again, there's something that you want to experience. Now, let's say I do want to have like this challenging experience. Once I started I'm going to have this challenging experience. Then I started, it's like, oh, no, it's too challenging. Okay, stop. Nope. My free will says, no, we're going to choose something else because I don't want to do this. I understand now there's too much work involved in this. It's too much suffering. It's too much judgment. I'm not doing it. I'm changing my mind. See, with free will, you change your mind. You decide what it is you want to do at any given moment. Now, do we have agreements with people? Yes, we do. So agreements are different from contracts because an agreement is actually more positive. I can agree to meet someone. Before I come down, I'll tell the soul, hey, I know I'm going to have a really hard time with a relationship. So can we agree? Can you come into my life at a certain time so that you tell me something that I really need to hear? And that will give me the insight, or it makes me remember I needed to hear that because I don't need to be in this relationship in this way. I can change my way of thinking. So we do have these, and these are wonderful agreements that we set up for ourselves. For example, I remember I met a lady. I was working at a company and this is like my first job out of college. And it was fun because we were all young. We have goals. So this is our first job and we're going to do our best. And then we're going to move on to investments because that's what all of us wanted to do. And the company wanted to have this training So we had this management training company come in, and the lady who was running it, she was really good. She was really inspiring, but every time I looked at her, I kept saying to myself, I need to talk to her. I didn't know why. We were in a big group of people, so it wasn't like she was looking at me and pointing out things about me or something like that. It was just a feeling. After the session was over, we both were walking towards each other, and she grabbed my hands and she said, I need to talk to you. And I said, oh my God, I needed to talk to you too. And I remember having an appointment with her, and she is the one that made me think about getting a master's degree in something and doing something more with my life. She said, there's something about you, I know you're in finance, but you need to get a master's degree in psychology. So she's the one that actually made me think of like not really staying in finance and business, but to look beyond that and to see that I had more opportunities in many different areas that I originally thought I did.